And we'll start with one of the biggest clubs in Belgium. It's Club Brugge, and they have a young Slovenian attacking midfielder. I'm going to say from the get-go, my pronunciation of these players will be terrible. That's the other reason why Bart's on the show. But I'm going to say Tian Nai Koren, who's a 17-year-old Slovenian attacking midfielder. Bart, please now let me know how I'm supposed to pronounce his name, and then let us know who he is and why he's a special talent.
Well, yeah, it's perfect. Tian Nai
Okay.
Koren. Yeah, he just became 17 years old last Friday. It was also the day he made his competitive debut for Club Brugge, as Club Brugge played the Super Cup at the time. And with that, he became the sixth youngest player ever to play for Club Brugge, which is great because you know the case of Jesse Bissou, who moved to Barcelona for 8.5 million euros without even playing one single second for the first team of Club Brugge. Club Brugge bought Tian Nai Koren last summer already for 1.2 million euros, which was for Belgium, of course, a lot of money for just a guy who was 16 years of old. Of course, he needed some adaptation time playing for the second team of Club Brugge in Belgium's second division. But he made a name actually in the youth league. Club Brugge had a fantastic run in the youth league, reaching the final against Real Madrid. He had 2 goals, 2 assists also. And also he already made his debut for the first team of the Slovenian national team at just 16 years of age. So that's a guy we're really looking forward to. He had just got, let's say, about 5 minutes in the Super Cup, but he already made 2 great actions there. What everybody's saying from this, we want to see more about this season. And he can play as an attacking midfielder, but actually Club Brugge uses him more on the left wing. And yeah, as you know, there's a free space now with Solis leaving for Arsenal. We have there, of course, Diacon, but he can show in good things, but sometimes he's struggling with the pace and keep his focus the entire game. So there's a real possibility for him there that he will get, some really good minutes within the first team of Club Brugge.
Yeah, I think I was just checking there as you're finishing speaking there about. I was like, I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me, like Club Brugge have a pretty solid record of developing attacking midfielders or players who can play it wide. And sure enough, if you look at their record sales, Solis obviously to Arsenal for 40 million euros, De Ketelaere off to AC Milan for 38 million euros, thereabouts. Yashari, 36 million euros. Alexander Stankovic, 23 million euros. Antonio Nusa, 21 million euros. And on and on and on and on it goes. Do you think we could be looking at, as you said, potentially a player who could get a lot of game time this season and see his market value rise? But as you kind of alluded to there, do you think we could be looking at a potential Solis replacement already at the club and ready to kind of step up and take on that left wing role this season?
Well, yeah, at the moment, there are not really rumors. The Brugge is about to taking other wing players. So basically, like they also started in the Super Cup, you have now Diak on the left side, you have Carlos Forbes on the right side. Um, and that's basically it. So he's actually next in line. And we have, for instance, like last season, Diakon, there was a game where he was already substituted in first half. No, he came in at in first half, but it was already substituted at half time just because he didn't task, he didn't focus himself. So if he doesn't develop like Brugge needed him to develop, there is a real possibility that Koren could step in. And
Yeah.
of course, being the son of a former pro player, he knows how he gets it from home from his early years. So his mentality will certainly be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, his market value at this moment in time is 1.2 million euros, and I would not be surprised, Bart, if we're talking about him again in 12 or 18 months' time, and that market value's got maybe an extra zero behind it, and he's been constantly linked to the Premier League. But